Hello everyone, welcome to Abhyasiasacademy. Today in our international relations, current affairs and geopolitics, we are going to discuss a very important meeting of Indian Prime Minister Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji and the Israel. It is very important that India has a very close relations with Israel. At this point of time, if you see the geopolitics, you will see one commonality between India and also what Israel. Israel is not in good terms with Islamic nations, so do India also. Organization of Islamic countries have always condemned or always has rebugged, or you can say that criticized Indian government with regard to minority rights, with regard to many other aspects, which they don't need to wear because ours is a sovereign state and they don't have business in our country too. But still they do it. So Organization of Islamic Countries, we are not in good terms with it. We are not good terms with Pakistan. We are not good terms with Afghanistan, barring few important areas that we have been meeting. Okay, we are not good terms with Turkey. We are not good terms with Azerbaijan. We are not good terms with many of the, Arab countries. And Saudi joining the NATO-like pact with Pakistan, again, it's a kind of hindrance with regard to India's and Saudi's relations also. So one commonality is that India and Israel has for Israel, a lot of common enemies are there in the form of Islamic nations. For Israel, it is lot of Islamic nations are hostile for India. For them, they are the enemies. For India, they are the very hostile nations are there. One commonality is there. And moreover, whenever we require any kind of defense, any kind of high-tech defense security tools, equipments, Israel has always supplied to us. Israel has always supplied to us. They have also done during the Kargil war also. So Israel is a very close nation to India. But important point that you need to be understanding that when Israel, and Palestine, these two countries comes in the picture now, India always says that India don't side with Israel and always says that there should be a two independent state solution. India does not completely say that Palestine should not exist, nor India says that Israel should not exist. India has always voted in the favor of what? Creation of two independent states. That's our constitutional and moral values that we have always put forward in United Nations Security Councils all the time. So little bit of information I have given you with regard to Israel and India. Let us go ahead in the visit of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji to Israel. India-Israel relation received a boost after Modi ji visit from July 4 to July 6, 2017. The first ever by an Indian Prime Minister. These talks with Israel has began in the year 2007, 8, 9 also, but did not work out very well. So after 10 years, 2017, Prime Minister Modi ji tried to do it, try to revive the relationship between India and Israel. Now it is going into the full-fledged manner also. Since 1992, Israel and India has been sharing diplomatic relations and trade relations we are sharing. If you see the bilateral trade relations between India and Israel, it is $200 million. And you can see that primarily we do a diamond trade here, 10.77 billion, excluding defense. India's exports to Israel is $8.45 billion. India imports from Israel around 2.32 billion. These are some of the important trade statistics between India and Israel. So very important, if they may ask you in the examination that, Israel will play a very important role in the balancing of India's relations in the Gulf geopolitics comment. Like that the question may come. That's the reason you need to start your discussion with this introduction. This is more important. Now, let us see the geographical location of Israel, very important one. If you see here, this orange color is all Israel. Orange color is all Israel. And you have here one area called as West Bank. You have one area here called as Gaza Strip. These two areas together called as Palestine. These two areas together called as Palestine. West Bank and Gaza together called as Palestine. The complete orange is called as Israel. Israel is having been boundary with Dead Sea. Remember this point. Dead Sea. Remember? Israel shares two kinds of boundary. One is territorial boundary and another is coastal boundary. Territorial boundary Israel share with Egypt. Then Israel share with Jordan. Israel share with Syria. Israel share with Lebanon. So Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon. Egypt, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon. These are the countries that Israel shares borders with. And in the northwestern area, Israel share boundary with Mediterranean Sea. Israel share boundary with Mediterranean Sea. Please remember this. Geographical locations are very, very, very important in international relations. Okay, right. Now, some important discussions happened between Prime Minister Modi ji and the Israel officials with regard to what kind of trade and what kind of areas that we both are going to actually do the business. We both can actually foster. Okay, it's given in a very clear manner. India and Israel is going to work on UPI implementation. Okay, just now, I have seen a reel, I have seen a shot where a girl has went to Nepal, and when she went to the Nepal and she saw the scanner and she just put the scanner on GPay, and automatically the GPay asked one question that, okay, do you want to switch on the international payments? She did yes, and she was able to pay. Means in Nepal also our scanner is working. And in future, if you go to Israel also, our scanner will work. You just need to only, switch on or enable the UPI, international UPI payments, that's all. So Israel and India is going to work on UPI implementation, and so that cross-border remittances, India is living in Israel or Israel is living in India, can able to send the money very, very easily. This is one point. Second one is agriculture innovation. Establishment of India-Israel Innovation Center for Agriculture. So Indian Council of Agriculture Research is there in Odisha. Indian Council of Agriculture Research is there in Odisha or in Hyderabad. Please write in the comment section which one is this. So within this particular complete Indian Council of Agriculture Research, one particular department will be especially dedicated to what? India-Israel Innovation Center. Third one is horizon scanning. Okay. Cooperation in strategic foresight and risk assessment using AI-driven tools. So basically artificial intelligence. We are going to have a coordination and cooperation that is called as horizon scanning. It's a scheme where the Israel and India will cooperate in risk assessment and strategic foresight, means what is going to happen in future, like that. Cyber security, India-Israel Cyber Center of Excellence will be established in India. Then artificial intelligence MOUs has been done where AI development, ethical application and public-private partnership, Israel firms will come to India, and have a partnership with Tata, Wipro, etc. so and so forth. So artificial intelligence innovation can also be forging here. Fisheries and aquaculture, a partnership focused on sustainable technological driven system and disease management. Israel and India will also collaborate on financial services, like collaboration between IFSCA, means Chartered Accountant Association, Israel Securities Authorities on FinTech, and RegTech, regulating tech best practices. How to regulate with the help of what? Technology. Then geophysical exploration, cooperation of India and Israel will be there in mineral exploration using advanced geophysical AI technologies to promote sustainable resource development. Means take out the mining more and more so that iron supply is always there, mica supply is always there, aluminum supply is always there. That's called as what? Sustainable resource development. For that purpose, we will be using what? AI technologies and geophysical research. Advanced geophysical research in order to ensure that the supply is always there. Then India and Israel is also, in India, we are going to have a national maritime heritage complex is also being built. This complex, maritime complex, will do research with regard to maritime studies, with regard to fishery zones, with regard to high tides, low tides, etc. so and so forth. They also do the research and publish the data. Expertise exchange will be there. Israelis who are good in maritime, professors and also the researchers will be coming here, and we will be also going there. A kind of information will be exchanged between these two important nations. Then cultural exchange program has also been started between 2026 to 2029 for 4 years, where Israeli music, Israeli theater, Israeli visual arts and dance will be promoted in our country, and festival workshops will be allowed in our country. Our arts, music, theater, our paintings will be also can easily be displayed in Israel. Israel will give the permission to do that. Labor mobility protocols, like if I want to work in Israel, recruitment in restaurants, cafe and other food preparation and sales business, Israel and India will open the sectors so that Indians can be working in these areas. AI in education, focusing on developing AI-powered human-centered learning. AI is all about customization. If I am not able to do in one particular subject well, AI will assess that, okay, I'm not doing it well, so I should start from the basic. So AI will give a schedule to me that which topics I need to be studying, where I will be finding the problems, in which chapter I will be finding the problems. So AI will suggest. That is called as human-centric learning only. Commercial arbitration. This much of business has been opened, but if at all there's a problem is there's a dispute arises between Indian firms and the Israel firms, these particular disputes will be solved by Indian Council of Arbitration and Indian Institute of Israeli Institute of Commercial Arbitration. Okay. Corporate conflicts will be solved by the Indian Council of Arbitration, Israeli Institute of Commercial Arbitration. Then we have the higher education. Okay, a framework for student and faculty exchange between their Nalanda University and Hebrew University of Jerusalem. So their professors will come here and students will come here and study Nalanda, only Nalanda. From Nalanda University, those who are joining, we can go and study in what? Hebrew University of Jerusalem. So these are some of the important areas of discussion between what? India and Israel. I hope this is all clear to you. The deal is not yet finalized. When it is finalized, I'll come with the second part of this particular Israel India PM Modi Visit Summit. This is all clear to you. Take care. Have a nice day.